to the top, you can bet that. Hip hop, what's up, what's up? We here with another episode of If You Ask Me, where we talk music and movie culture from the late 80s to the mid 20s. And I'm your host, Deme D, of course. I'm on deck. 2019, we kicking it. Got my man,
Dutch Anthems.
you already know.
Stroll Mac.
You know, we some usual suspects, and we pay it off. They pay it off again. And right now, we're just gonna get into a conversational piece. Not no specific person, but we're gonna talk about: does an artist have to have mainstream success in order to be considered great? Now, mainstream, when I say mainstream, like you gotta have some kind of hit, some type of recognizable shit. I'm not talking about like Drake type hits and Travis Scott type shit, especially for artists who didn't even have that opportunity to be that big. But I'm saying though, I don't know any artist that's considered great that don't have any hits, man.
I agree. I think you have to have hits, and I don't necessarily mean platinum hits, but you have to have. When I look at mainstream, I think of recognizable bangers.
Recognizable bangers.
Recognizable bangers, like people know that song. That song come on, they know that. Not just locally, but like either globally or like within the states. Like people know that you have a recognizable banger. If you don't, I can't consider you a great artist. Like I don't really know an artist that I can say is great that didn't have at least one or two recognizable songs. I mean,
I can't even give you. Can you give them one or two and be great? Because anyone that I think is great has at least four. Can you give them one or two and they can be great?
I can give them one or two. Could be great because an artist can have like one or two great recognizable known bangers and then have other good singles. I think if you have other good songs, other good joints that
I'm not judging the quality though. If it's a hit, it's a hit, whether I like it or not. So even if they have other ones that you may not like, they still have three or four.
Because it's just like, for example, an artist can have like, we off camera we discussing this. An artist can have a classic, but then the rest of their material after is not a classic. Right. But they're good, they're consistent. So I still make that a great artist. He got a classic album and then he have like 2 or 3 albums after that are good and consistent albums. So I still make them great. So I think it's the same with hits. You can have 1, 2, 3 hits and then still have like 5 or 6 good singles after that. That still makes you, to me, a great artist.
I mean, my response is twofold, right? It's absolutely a requirement. You gotta have some sort of success, right?
It doesn't have to be top 4.
No, it doesn't. But you gotta have songs that'll reach the mainstream, that'll reach a casual listener. That's key to me. But I'm gonna speak on two sorts of paradoxes, right? I have the Will Smith paradox, which is you have mainstream success, but you don't have the catalog that invites me to revisit. So
he's not considered great though.
Exactly. Right? So, but he has plenty of mainstream success, plenty of singles. So I don't want it to be taken that, that's the requirement, that's the staple. Because that's the paradox. You got a guy with tons of commercial hits, but I'm not going back to visit your catalog. So you're not a great artist.
He's not seen as great.
But to that point, I have the cannabis paradox. Now, cannabis, to me, doesn't have that much mainstream success, may have 1 or 2 songs that reach that level, but at the same time, he's a great artist in my opinion because of one simple fact. And the dude has a ton of features that he bodies everybody. And because he has that, you have to respect the fact that man is going to fall into the category of a great artist.
I disagree.
He's not gonna fall. When you say great, listen to who you're talking about though. You're talking about Ice Cube, Rakim, KRS-One. He's not gonna fall into that.
He has great features.
As far as mainstream success, because you're talking about mainstream artists.
No, we're not talking about mainstream. We're talking about in order to be great. But who's considered great? That's not on that list.
Because
cannabis is not considered
great. So he has no name recognition.
He's not considered great though.
Because the thing is, with Will Smith, it comes down to preference. He has great songs, and he has like a couple of good catalog. I think his catalog is a decent catalog. His first 2 albums, I love his first 2 albums.
2 good albums.
I love his first 2 albums. After that, he went mainstream.
When's the last time you went back?
I don't know if that plays a part because I don't go back to I don't go back to the Gucci rap.
When it comes to his preference, because Will Smith has had recognizable brand new funk. That's a recognizable. That's a banger. Parents don't understand.
But he's not considered great though.
I think he is.
He's considered a legend pioneer because what he's done. He's not considered a great rapper.
There's a difference. You can be a pioneer and not be a legend. If he's a legend, then you can't say he's not a great artist. Like I said, I'm not really a Will Smith fan.
I said great rapper. You're talking about rapping.
And that's not a great artist.
But
that's what we're talking about. We're talking about great rapper because there's a lot of people.
I gotta give Can that
I
respect.
Can't because you talking about cannabis.
He don't even have an album that's solid. How is he considered a great?
I'm gonna come to that.
No,
that's how I'm gonna come to that. Your point to cannabis is what you mentioned is his features. You can't be a great artist if your number one standard is features.
Stop it.
Come on,
stop
his albums.
He got albums and he got five.
Can you name
I love
two
cannabis,
albums?
my guy.
I love cannabis. He has a million albums.
He has a million,
but they're not good.
I love
they're not good.
BC, that's straight rap. Like that's not. He's just rapping.
He's just rapping.
It's not great. I love it.
He has one great single.
And he doesn't have a recognizable song either.
Second Round Knockout to me is a great single.
Right.
I love that.
That's the only
It's a great single. That's the only one.
Right.
But then after
and
that,
the reason, but after that,
he doesn't have.
I like Nick Noxie, but you say not hits.
But he still,
it's not even that. But
he still has name recognition. He still has followers, and you
can't
say here
it's not off the music.
He has underground followers.
It's off the fact that
you say casual. Cannabis ain't reaching no casual fans beyond LL. They can't name you no singles. I can name you the singles. No one considers it. I'm saying name me an all-time great that people consider as great that don't have the singles.
The paradox is the dude don't got albums that he has albums, but he don't got great albums.
He's not considered great though.
He's not great.
He's not.
No one ever puts him. No one has ever put cannabis in there. No one has ever put him in the great.
He has not put out any great music.
They did say cannabis had the potential in the beginning to be great. And then the first album came out, disappointment to everybody. And then he kept dropping albums after that nobody heard about. His singles before that, leading up to his albums, he bodied them.
I understand
but
that.
he's not a great artist.
But he has revisit quality to his music. You're gonna go back and check him out.
You're
not?
No. He has like 9. He's being serious. He has about 8 albums.
Yeah, yo. Yeah.
No one is revisiting them. We're talking about casual fans.
I can't lie and say the first 2 albums though. Those first 2 albums I
played them, but it's like even in the underground, they don't talk.
They don't talk. They don't because he took that L to your man.
Nah, that's not why. If he would have delivered the material, he'd be God. He would be what Sean Price is to people.
He would be
God. Elzai.
We're not talking about God right now.
I'm talking about why he's not receiving. He's underground.
Like he's not.
There's no way we're gonna sit here and tell you and act like he don't have a following.
He's a lyricist. He has a semi-following in the underground. He's known as a lyricist, but has a great album. No, it's not like anybody's checking.
We're not talking about great albums though.
No, we're talking about
great people.
You know what I mean?
Right, but to be great, you have to have. To be great, you definitely have to have a great album. Are we not agreeing on that?
Like what great artist doesn't have at least a great album?
That's the paradox.
He does not have a great album.
We don't consider a great album.
But he does not have a great album, though. He does not have a great album.
Since before the first album.
That's the reason.
Respect from whom? You're still talking about before he dropped his first album. After he dropped the first album.
Let's not act like the dude was on fire 97 through 92 2000.
Yeah, on features.
On fire. Not simmering. He was on fire.
He is not. We're not saying he's not nice.
So you cannot tell me
but he fits this mold. You can't be considered great without mainstream success or even a great album.
If your best success is features prior to you dropping your album, he's not a great album.
I agree with you with respect to what the rules are, what the criteria are. What I'm saying is that he's an exception.
I disagree because I don't think
before I would put him in, I would put Pharoah Monch in. If we're gonna make exceptions, I would put people like that in, Elzai and people like that before him, because they deliver good music.
So you're saying Pharoah Monch is not in?
I think Pharoah Monch is a great artist.
Listen, well, Pharoah Monch,
but we're not going to talk about him.
No, we're talking about everybody. I'm saying I love Pharoah Monch. I love Pharoah Monch. But would I stand in front of people and debate and demand that he's top 50? I wouldn't do it.
I would.
But where's his recognizable music?
He does. Yo, PSD.
No.
PSD?
You're talking about music you like.
No, PSD was back the fuck up. The album back the fuck up. Come on, that's recognizable.
That's one. I just said it's 2 enough, and you name me one.
That's his biggest.
Because everybody I name has at least 2 to 3, 4. Anyone you think of that's automatically considered great.
Those are commercially successful artists.
This
too.
automatically considered
But they're
great.
also
And-
they're also great artists
Right, they
though.
are. No denying that. But then
Who is considered great that doesn't have hits? That's what I want.
I don't think.
When
But
you
Pharrell
name
has a
top,
hit.
when you go top
so
50,
Pharrell don't
hits.
dwell, but he has a hit.
He has a hit, and I think he has a classic album. The PSD album came out the same time Most Def album came out.
I'm
They're
not
both
disputing he's
classic.
not,
But
I'm just saying.
I agree to your point. You have to have, to me, you have to have an established album and recognizable hits to be great. If you don't have a great
That
album,
first,
you're
album,
calling
that first
them-
cannabis album is not established.
my God, yo, that album got destroyed, B.
Whoa,
That's like the
you,
detriment
oh,
to
I'm
his
gonna
career,
end this
B.
segment right now. You listed that as your most disappointing debut in
but
the
it's an
segment.
established it's an established album. I didn't say great. I said established. You made
Established.
What is
that
that?
album
What
is
does
considered
established
horrible.
mean?
By general
It's
consensus.
an album. It's
Oh,
an
not like a
album.
mixtape.
Right. It's an
It's an album,
That's what
but
you're talking about.
no, when I mean established, I mean
You mean
like
good album, like
good,
well received.
good,
That's
well
how like you
received.
named it as the
Good.
worst debut.
Like,
But we want to
put
keep
it-
it there.
no,
We're
no,
gonna
no.
end it there, man. Tune in.
I'm just saying.
If you
it's
ask
exception.
me,
That's what I'm saying.
great session, man. Hit that red button.
I don't think so. You might
subscribe,
lie,
man.
B. He was drinking.